Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be doing the next build of the Titanic. And I'm going ahead and I'm getting everything that I need. So for this build, we're going to need our screwdriver set. And I'm going to go with the PH1. And set it there. We're going to need our box 55. And we're also going to need book 55. And then we're going to need a set of tweezers. ESD 13 is what I'm going to use. So first things first, we're going to open up the box. And there's our third smoke generator. Okay, now we're going to go to the instructions. The third smoke generator. Step 1. Take the filter 55G and the spring 55D. Push the wire end of the spring into the filter, pushing it all the way down. Insert the spring and filter assembly into the tank 55H, putting the spring into the tank first. So getting out our parts, which the filter and the spring's not in that one, that's the tank. You will need the tank. So going in here, right there is our filter and stuff, screws. That's everything. Okay, so the first thing we need is our filter. I'm going to need these tweezers up first. And then we need to get our spring, which our spring is in here with our rubber band. So working on getting the bag open. Okay. Now we're going to need our tweezers. And I'm going to have to try to center this. Just like that. Just stabbing the spring into the filter. And then we're going to take the water tank. And we're going to insert spring first. Which doesn't look to be too springy right now, like the other ones. So hang on a minute. I'm going to pull it out of here. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to take that back out. I'm going to have to insert it in another spot. My spring's being stubborn now. There it goes. And I'm going to have to push it not all the way quite down so far. So this is going to be basically a control and everything. And if it has to be pushed all the way down when I put the other parts together, it will push it for me. I'm going to try to bend this spring out just a bit, but not much. Okay. So it ain't pushed all the way in this time. It's only pushed into about that much. Because we need this thing to be spring loaded. Now let's try. That's better. Okay, that part's done. Now we're going to go to the second part, which is taking the filter. Step 2. Fit the smoke generator 55C into the holder 55B. Make sure you fit it the correct way up with the shouldered wires showing circled in yellow below, and the wires running through the notch in the holder circled in red. Okay, so we're going to take this thing right here. I'm going to take this plastic thing right here. Looking at it, the wires have to be on the top. Okay, so we're going to take our smoke generator and we're going to flip it around. Make sure these soldered wires are on the top. We're going to insert that part into here, making sure the wires are in the slit notch right there coming out. And I'm going to set it down there now that we got that much done. Step 3. Fit the smoke generator assembly into the funnel interior, part 55A, where indicated, and fix in place with 2 EP screws. So we're going to need this thing right here. And I'm just basically going to set it on top, eyeballing it, making sure I got it right, which I do. And I'm going to flip it up and have it sitting right there. And then I'm going to put 2 EP screws in it. And I'm dropping my magazine. I'm doing good. Okay, so getting my screws out of here. I'm going to use the screwdriver. Try to grab one screw, hang on to it while the other 2 come out. Which, that's what we did. Now I'm going to insert the screw into the screwdriver. And then I'm going to put the first screw in. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Now I'm going to eyeball it here, making sure I got it. Which, yep, the wires ain't being pinched. So that part right there now is together. And now we're going to be doing the next step, which is on the final page. This is a short one. Step 4. Take the tank assembly from step 2 and insert the tank 55H into the holder 55B. The end with the filter goes in first, as shown above. Left, do not put any water in the tank at this stage. Take the plastic band 55E and fit it on the tank as shown. Left, to hold the wire of the smoke generator 55C in place. Okay, so first we're going to take our water tank and this part. We're going to insert them like that. we're going to use a rubber band. But first we got to feed the wires of the smoke generator down. And making sure that they're not twisted. Which is an easier thing said than done. So try not to let it twist on me. Just like that. Now the fun part is getting the rubber band on. So taking the rubber band. And that's what I like to use the tweezers for, to give me a hand. Because this is not by all means an easy thing to do. These rubber bands can be so fiddly. But with enough time and patience, which is something that I really don't have, you can eventually get it. Oh, come on. Trying to hold it at certain angles with my hand till I get it on there, and then when we get it on there, we have to straighten up the rubber band the best we can. So first of all, you pull it up to where it needs to be. You got any flips or kinks in your rubber band, you gotta flip it. Which I do have that, so I gotta uncurl it, which is the hard thing. Take my tweezers. Looking the rubber band over, trying to get the flip out. Okay, I got the flip out. So now we're going to situate the rubber band to where it needs to be. I'm going to pull my cord, make it taut, and there we go. But give me a few seconds here. I'm going to be back. I got a phone call coming in. So there'll be 2 parts of this video. Hang on.